Hey beautiful people, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing great. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're returning, thank you for watching this video. You guys, I'm here today to talk to you guys about my makeup. If you recently watched my minimalism video, I just did a video about a week or so ago and I talked about the things that I no longer buy. And I got so many comments on that video and I was just like really shocked to see how many people really do want to incorporate minimalism into their lifestyle. And a number of you guys seem like you really wanted to downsize on your makeup, or makeup was something that also stressed you out. So I wanted to come and show you how I do it, how I declutter my makeup. And this is something that I try to do once a year. So this is probably gonna be a long video, but bear with me. So I recently moved. Therefore, I have all of my items already kind of bundled in each category, which is making this whole process a lot easier. Let's go ahead and start with the foundation. Kept everything in a bag like this. I have 9 foundations, which is a whole lot. So let's take this Becca foundation, for example. This is the Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream. This was actually a really good foundation, but it's almost empty. There's a little bit more, but it's almost empty. And I did not do a review on this, and that's the only reason I had it, was because I wanted to do a review, and I haven't. Sometimes when you start doing this, you start falling in love with things again. You're like, wow, I didn't remember it being this nice, but this foundation is really beautiful. I haven't done a review on it though, so what I do is I just put it in another bag, and I keep a bag that has all the things that I need to review. That way it's out of the way, it's not in my space, so it's pretty much just gone. These 2 foundations are from Marc Jacobs, and I did not like this foundation. The colors were off, so the light one was too light, so I bought the dark one, and the dark one was too dark, so I mixed them, and it was just stressful, for one, and 2, the coverage was just too thick on my face. I also wanted to review this for you guys because I haven't, so this is something that I'm also getting rid of. Now this foundation is from Armani. It's a Luminous Silk foundation. It's actually a really good foundation. It's a really good foundation, but I just do not need all of this foundation, and if something's got to go, something's got to go, because I really wanted to narrow it down to 2 foundations. One for going out at night, you know, just looking really glam, and one for just doing regular errands and things like that with. So I am going to get rid of this. This is my NARS foundation. This is the Velvet Matte Skin Tint, a very good foundation also. This color wasn't a perfect match for me though. I have it in the Polynesia Dark 1. It's not a perfect match, it's a little bit light for me. It's a pretty foundation though. Like all of these foundations I have, because I keep minimizing over and over and over, they're all really good. So I do like everything I have. For those of you who are just starting to do this, you're gonna be throwing things out left and right, like, don't like this, don't like that. It gets harder when you start getting down to the ones you really like, but look at that, I have 9 that I really like. That's still too many foundations. So yes, it's gonna hurt a little bit to get rid of some things, but I will be happier coming to my makeup counter and having only one choice that I love. Now I'm down to 4, and this is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer, and it has a SPF. It's oil-free tinted moisturizer. This product is nice. I do like this product. When I put it on my face though, it's very light. It's not my skin complexion. Once I work it in, yes, it can work. I usually like it for days like this where I have on no makeup. If I have to run out to the store or do something, this is a perfect thing for my skin because the coverage is really nice. However, I have my Glossier skin tints, which is the same thing as a tinted moisturizer, and these cover flawless for me. I am in between colors on this though, because I'm not really either of the shades. I'm really a mixture of both, and it is tough because this one does not have sunscreen in it, but I like the way my face looks with this better than I like it with this. So when I have situations like this, when I'm down to 2 products, I put one of them in like a travel bag. So I have an overnight bag that I use a lot when I go to my mom's house, or you know, just like a weekend thing, and I'll put something like this in it. I wouldn't recommend you doing this if you're just starting off, because you will probably do that with so many of your items and you'll end up still keeping all your stuff. But if it's something that is just like, oh, it works so well, it's almost finished, I put it in a travel set. And this is my staple foundation that I've been using. Love this foundation. It's from Chanel. It's called the Le Tint Ultra Tenue. I don't speak French, so I'm sorry. I just butchered that whole thing. My skin looks so good with this foundation. It's so luxurious. It's very similar to the Armani though, the Luminous Silk. I mean, they are neck and neck, but I still prefer the Chanel. So I keep this. I keep this my nighttime, my daytime. The only foundation I have left now is the Tarte foundation, and this is a powder foundation. It's not something that I'm gonna keep, but I did want to review it for you guys because I haven't. So this is also something I'm gonna put in that bag to review. It's actually a really good foundation. It's just, I never use it. I never think to go grab it because it doesn't really ever fit what I'm doing for the day. It's just not, I don't know. I just have too many options. So this is gonna go. I should have never bought it to begin with. So this is a primer I use. It's from Becca, and it's the Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector. I go between this one and the Benefit Pore something about pores. I go in between those two. I'm not really crazy about either of them. They do their job. They do their job, but I'm not just going crazy over either of them. But I only have one, so I'll keep it. Now when it comes to makeup, there's also these like other little random things that don't fit into like a foundation or a primer. It's just kind of like random little stuff that adds up. And I blame YouTube. And what I mean are things like this. This is the Fix Plus from MAC. It's a spray that you spray on your face before or after you're doing your makeup. So this is something, I like it. It's cool. I'll keep it around. But if I had any more than one of something like this, I would not keep it. Now this product kind of hurts my heart a little bit, yes, because this is, if you've never heard of this, this is from Giorgio Armani, and it's called Fluid Sheer. So what it is, it's like a glowing illuminizer. So it's actually a really cool product. You just put a couple drops of it into your foundation, and it just makes it like so much more luminous and bright. You can also put it on just like on your face and just tap it into your face if you want to illuminize certain parts of your face. I find that I don't ever really use it. I actually had bought 2 of them when I first bought it, and they are pricey. I don't know what I was thinking, but I had bought 2 of them. I bought this gold one and I got a silver one, unless this is a gold one, because now they looked so similar. Now I can't even tell. This is number 14, and this is the other one I have. It's a very similar product. It's from Josie Moran, and it's called the Argan Illuminizer. The first time when I was doing my minimizing, I got rid of the silver one of this because I had this, and this is like a silver color. This is so pretty. Let me show you how it looks. So that is a super beautiful product, but because I've had it for so long and I don't use it, just like I don't use a Giorgio Armani, on the inside, if you can see, it is nasty. It's like all stuck to the jar on each side. Like you can barely get it out. It's, ooh, I need to throw this out. And it's sad because I spent money on this product. I really liked it. I even like it now, but I never used it. And because of that, it went bad. This is why I say make sure that you get samples and make sure you keep all of your receipts and keep the boxes. Whenever I go shopping now, I am so intentional. As soon as I get home, I have a bag that's dedicated to this. I take it out of the box, I put the box in the bag, and then I take the receipt and I put the receipt in the bag. And that bag has boxes and receipts in it. And if it doesn't work for me after the first or second time I use it, it goes back. Because if I change my mind, I want to be able to go back and return it. And that's also another thing that I want to bring up, you guys. The stores that you're shopping at are important for this reason. Depending on where you buy things from, it can make it harder for you to return things. So make sure that if you can buy something, make sure you're buying it from a store that gives you no fuss about returning stuff. So let's say I go to like dinner or something with a friend, and we're out kind of like walking a strip mall before we go, and I go to like a random store and I see this product. I wouldn't want to buy it from there. I would take the name down and see if I can find it somewhere where I can return it easily. Stores like Nordstrom, Macy's, you know, you want to make sure that you're purchasing it from maybe higher end stores because they give you a lot less fuss about returning things. That was a side note. This is going in the trash. Now, when it comes to wearing makeup, we all know that there are so many things that you put on your face. There's just so much, and I am really cutting down on makeup just in general. I do love my face without makeup. Obviously, with makeup on, I look like 1,000 times better, I guess, but I still love just my natural face. And when I'm wearing makeup, I don't want to cover, I don't want to give myself a whole nother face. I just never want to overdo it. And so that's why when it comes to blush, I'm very about blush. I think blush is beautiful, but I'm just not that into it. And I've downsized a lot of my blushes, but I still have about 12. And that's a lot because I rarely wear blush. I'm really comfortable with the colors I own. Like when I actually look at them, I'm like, I like this amount of blush. I think this gives me enough options. However, I'm literally not even using any of them. So I do need to downsize and just keep about 4, just maybe 4 different colors that I can switch in between. So as you can see here, these are my blushes. They're really beautiful. I love all these colors. But I can tell you right now that I never use this Inglot one. It's really red and I was really excited to buy it because I think it's beautiful, but I never use it. So this is something I'm gonna have to just give away to my sister because it's so beautiful, and my sister's a little bit deeper in her skin tone, so I think this will be perfect for her. This is MAC. Another problem is I can't even tell you what colors they are because look at how the bag looks. I think this is Raisin, but I honestly don't know what color this is. This is a beautiful color. This is one of my favorite colors on my skin, so I'm gonna keep. I like this color because it's light, and I don't really do light pinks, but if it's light purple for whatever reason, it looks good on my skin. So with this one, I'm gonna keep. This is like a hot pink, and it's called Bread for Beauty. The light is washing it out a little bit, but it's a pretty bright pink color. And it's very pretty, but I literally never wear it, so it's gonna go. This is actually the pink that I love. It is a pinky but slightly red, and it's quite similar to this one, but this is a little bit darker, so I like this more like in the evening and definitely a lot in the winter time, and this is more the daytime version for me because I don't like my blush to look super bright. So I'm gonna keep this, and I love this color. This is like a nudish brownish color. It's actually very pretty. It's from the Rihanna collection, and it's called Bad Girl Gone Good. It's a beautiful color, and I love it. I'm gonna keep this. Now this is actually a liquid blush. This is from Glossier, and it's their Cloud Paint. They had 4 different shades, and the only one I really loved was this one called Haze. And I actually really like the liquid blushes more than the powder ones. I would have never thought that, but this actually gives me the most natural blushed look because it's liquid and I can just tap it in and blend it out. This is actually a beautiful color, but this looks a lot like this, especially once I put it on my face. So there's really no reason for me to keep this color, and I'm just gonna swap it with that, and then this now goes. So this is like a really shimmery summer looking blush. It's very pretty. It's a beautiful color actually. It looks so nice. It does give me a really nice summer glow. It also serves like a dual purpose as a highlighter. It has a pink in the middle, and then it has a little bit of bronze on the sides, and you just kind of just blend it together. And it's from Too Faced. It's so old. Now it reminds me a lot of this kind of baked looking blush that I have from MAC. They're very, very similar in the baked kind of look, the bronzy. It's really hard for me to pick. And sometimes this will happen where it'll be really hard for you to pick. And if it's that hard for you to pick, then I say wait, because I don't want you to throw away something you actually really like. However, if I really, really liked it, I would actually be wearing it. And I haven't worn either of these 2 blushes in almost a year. So I'm not gonna allow my emotions to get the best of me when it comes to this. They're material things. I'm gonna keep the MAC, and I'm gonna get rid of this one. And then you'll have products that are almost finished like this. And with certain companies like MAC, you can return the empty containers and actually get a free product. I think if you return 6 empty MAC containers, you get a free lipstick or eyeshadow. So that's what I'll do. I'll just take it and I put it into the little bag I have for things to return to stores. And this is the last color. This is a really dark, dark color. It's actually beautiful. A lot of people use this to do contouring with. It's called Film Noir. God, I can never say that word. Anyway, this is a very, very pretty color. And like I said, it can be used for multiple purposes. I'm keeping it to use for contour. So that leaves me with 6. It's still quite a bit, but it's better than 10. And this is what I'm comfortable with. Although I only wanted to keep 4, as I went through it, I ended up keeping 6. And sometimes that happens, and that's fine. Don't be hard on yourself. This is a process, and it's not something that's gonna happen overnight. It's a process. I have so many things, and I don't want this video to be a whole hour long, but I do want you guys to give me feedback as far as the length of videos. If you don't mind videos being really long, if I'm going into deep explanations, then let me know. But I like to try my best not to keep you too long. I'm just gonna give you some more examples, and I'm not gonna go through every single item. I don't know how this happened, but for whatever reason, I started buying a ton of highlighters. Highlighters became like a big thing about a year or 2 ago, and I kind of went crazy, even though I've gotten rid of so many already because I decluttered last year. I'll post that video in the description box below so you can watch the first time I did it. So I did it last year. I moved, and as I moved, I also got rid of stuff, and now I'm doing it again. So I mean, it's a process, and for whatever reason, I still have so many highlighters. So these are the highlighters that I own at the moment, and counting, I have 8. So So that is quite a bit. I don't need 8 highlighters. So with just looking at the colors, you can see that some of them are very similar. Let's take these two for example. They're not the same color, but they're the same exact product. One is just gold and one is silver, and it's the Too Faced Lovelight highlighters. I actually really love these highlighters. They're so finely milled, you guys. These are really, really good highlighters. Like really good. I love the gold one. It's beautiful. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my nose so you can see. You see how it has that, the way it glows, it's not shimmery, there's no sparkle. I just love this. So this is something I'm keeping. Like this makes me super happy. Put a little bit on my nose. This highlighter is also good, and it's a powdered highlighter, and it's from the Artist Couture collection. It's color Conceited, and this is it. It's a rose gold kind of, it's beautiful. Champagne, I guess you could say. However, I'm not the biggest fan of highlighters that are loose, or just loose anything. I just don't like nothing loose. And the reason being is because I'm clumsy, so of course it gets everywhere. So I would prefer this over something loose. So I'm gonna keep this, and I'm gonna get rid of this one. Another thing that I know I love, 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 and I'm not gonna get rid of, and this also happens too when you're getting rid of things, you're gonna have to also know that some things are sentimental. And this is probably not ever gonna really apply to makeup, but it's definitely gonna apply to your actual items and your clothing. So sentimental things are always the hardest to get rid of because there's something behind it. There's a meaning behind it. There's a story. There's a person behind it. And you feel like if you are getting rid of that item, you might feel like you're disrespecting that person, or you wasted that person's money because they purchased it for you. And that's something that you're going to have to work through. If you want to kind of do that in steps, you can always put something in some kind of a safe. But what happens is it just becomes too much. But the thing is, if you're not ever using it, if you're just staring at it, if you look at it and it brings you any kind of anxiety or, you know, any ill feelings or just stress because you don't necessarily want it there, but somebody gave it to you, you should get rid of it. You can definitely try and put it away, but I just feel like that is also pointless. With that being said, this is something I actually love and it's sentimental to me. It's the LeBron's highlighter that Jackie Aina on YouTube created, and she's one of my best friends. So when she created this, it was like a really big deal to me. Super proud of her. I don't want to get emotional. I'm super proud of her, super proud when I wear it. When I wear it, I feel good knowing that it's her item. But like I said, I don't necessarily like loose powders, but I will still use it because it's beautiful and it's Jackie's. So I'll keep these. And then there are certain products that maybe used to work in the past. They don't give you the same feeling anymore. That's how I feel about this MAC highlighter. So this is gonna go. This Becca one is so pretty. It's the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. It's a beautiful highlighter, but it's not as beautiful as I thought it was gonna be. It's really just beautiful in the packaging, not on my skin. So it's gonna go. This is actually a bronzer, but it can be used as a highlighter, and I'm keeping it because I don't have anything bronze. And in case I ever wanted to do something bronzy, I did want something bronze, I'll keep this. And last but not least, this is my Haloscope highlighter from Glossier. This is my love. This is a highlighter that when I wear it, I get like the most compliments on my makeup because it never ever fails. It looks like skin. I love this highlighter. I can go on and on about this highlighter, and I'm not gonna do that. I have a video about it, so I'm gonna link it below. Oh gosh, let me just put it on. I have no makeup on, so I don't know how this is gonna work out, but. Do you see what I mean by it doesn't have like, it doesn't deposit actual color? It's literally just a highlight. Like if I turn my face to the side, I would just glow real nice. I'm sorry you guys, I just love this product. So this is gonna stay. That leaves me with 4 highlighters and 1 bronzer, and I'm good with that for now. Of course, we have categories like concealers, mascaras, lip liners, eyeliners. I am not gonna go through all that stuff, you guys. The last thing that I do wanna touch upon though, because it is my favorite item when it comes to makeup, is lipstick. I love lipstick. Pretty much don't need anything else except lipstick. I can do a bare face like this every day if I absolutely had to and just wear lipstick. So this is something that I have so much of, it's disgusting. It makes 0 sense. This is the bag I currently have. Before moving, you guys, I got rid of a whole nother Ziploc bag just like this. That's how much I had. And this was actually an easy declutter for me even though I haven't gone through any of this stuff since I've moved in, I kept kind of picking out the lipsticks that I like to wear each day that I was getting ready. And I've been here for a month, which lets me know that I really don't wear any of these colors. And the colors that I do wear, those are the ones I really love. If I went a whole month without ever thinking about any of these colors, then do I actually really need it? No. I don't even really need to go through this whole thing and figure out which ones I want to keep and which ones I want to get rid of, because clearly those aren't the ones that I love. So I'm not going to go through this, because in my last minimalism video I showed you exactly how I declutter my lipstick, how I go through and pick which shades are duplicates, which shades could be mixed together to make another color. This is excessive. This is too much. So these are the colors that I wear the most. This is the color I always reach for. These are also the colors that I feel the most comfortable in, that look the best on me, and these are the colors that I will continue to repurchase. So you see all these colors? If it was a man, you'd say, oh, she has a type. Yes, I have a type. I love nudes. I love dark nudes. I thought that I liked like the really light nude, but I realized that's not actually true. I actually prefer like the pinky nudes and the brown nudes. The brown nudes are my favorite, and then the pinky nudes. Like the real like just nude shoes kind of nude doesn't really look as good on me as I want it to look, so I stopped buying them. The color, like my favorite lip color of all time, is from Colourpop Cosmetics, and they stopped making it, and it was my favorite color, and it's called Chili Chili. This is it right here. This is the most beautiful color ever, and I have not been able to find this exact shade in any other brand, and it's so beautiful. I'm just gonna swatch it. You see that? It's like a dark mauve, I guess you could say, like a dark brown mauve, and it is the most beautiful color. I've tried to find other colors that matched it, like this is the Kat Von D Lolita in a lipstick form. It's very close, but it's not close enough. It's still a different color. So for now, these are the items that are gonna stay as far as my lipsticks. And as far as this Ziploc bag, I'm gonna make some time to go through and really finally selectively pick the certain colors that I want, like maybe just like one red and a couple of lip glosses. I know some of you guys are going to be upset if I don't show you some of these colors that I love, because I know a lot of you guys also love nudes, and a lot of times you guys ask me what lip color I'm wearing. That's like the #1 question after what hairstyle I have on. But these are just some examples of the kind of colors I love. Now, I'm not really a huge fan of pink. It's just this particular pink is so beautiful. So for example, this brown, oh, it is so beautiful. And what I love about this brown is I could put it on my lips first, almost like a lip liner, because it's a liquid lipstick. It dries matte. So I can put this on my lips and then put a different color over it and darken it. And this is Limbo by Colourpop. This is actually a lip gloss from Anastasia Beverly Hills, but it wears like a lipstick as far as the pigment is so pigmented, and I love it because my lips feel juicy but not sticky. And this is in Fudge. I have the Stila liquid lipstick in Bossy, and this is beautiful, but this is that nude I was kind of talking about. This has hints of pink in it, so it makes it all right. And this is from Ofra. I don't know what color this is. They have to do better jobs. They have to do better jobs of labeling, because you buy something and then you can't remember what color it was. So unfortunately, I'll probably never buy this again. But it was actually a beautiful liquid lipstick, and their liquid lipsticks do not dry crazy on your lips. They dry so nice. They last forever. They have great lipsticks. And then this is from Colored Rain, and it's in the color Latte, and it's like a nude, and it's hard to see it because the packaging, but it's a really pretty like brown nude. And like I told you before, I only own 2 lip liners, MAC Chestnut and MAC Night Moth, and that's it. I don't own any other lip liners. That's it. So that's it, guys. I hope I didn't talk your ears off. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. I hope this video gave you a very good idea of how I declutter my makeup, what I think about when I'm doing it, what I allow myself to keep, and what I make myself give away. And if you guys have any questions on how to do that, or if you have other tips that you do that make it easier for you, let me know. Hopefully by the time I'm like really done, I will be down to just a few items, because I really only need a little bit to make me happy. Thank you so much for watching. Big kisses to you all. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace, love, and light.